All right, this week's idiom is the elephant in the room. Okay, so here is our picture of an elephant, and there's people working, and if you notice, they're not looking at the elephant. Although it would be pretty strange to have an elephant in your workspace, right? So I'm thinking about that picture and what's happening in it. I hope you kind of already have an idea of what the elephant in the room might mean. If you don't, that's okay. We're going to find out now. Here's my example sentence, so that this will hopefully help you even more. James had gotten a horrible haircut, so look not so good, but none of his friends wanted to make him feel bad by commenting on it, so they ignored the elephant in the room. Okay, here's the actual definition. Let me move there. It is a major problem or controversial, and I want you to try saying that word, controversial, issue that is obviously presented but avoided as a subject for discussion because it is more comfortable to do so. Let me break that down or explain that. So something that's controversial means something that not everybody would feel okay talking about. So if somebody looks really unattractive, it might be controversial to say to them, "You don't look good." It's kind of rude or thought of as being mean, so you might not say anything. Controversial also could mean something that people might argue or fight over because people don't agree. Okay, it's a controversial issue that obviously means is clearly present, but is avoided or ignored because people don't want to talk about it. It feels uncomfortable, it feels weird. For example, if your teacher came into class with a black bean or black something gross in their teeth, you might feel uncomfortable telling them. Might be like, oh, that's weird, and I don't want to tell them, but oh, you would just feel like there's an elephant in the room. Everybody would be able to see it, but you would feel uncomfortable saying something about it. Okay, and this image kind of went with it, I thought. These are parts of the elephant in the room. Awkwardness. Awkwardness is when you feel uncomfortable. Things feel weird or uncomfortable. Avoidance, that means you're avoiding it, you're ignoring it. Reluctance, when you're reluctant, you are slow to do something. Denial. Denial is kind of a hard term too. Denial means you are pressing down or ignoring something you know to be true. Ignorance. Ignorance is something that you don't even know that you don't know. So sometimes you might miss a homework assignment based off of ignorance. You didn't know there was one, so you didn't do it. Diversion. This is when you put your attention onto something else. It's very similar to denial. So you know there's a problem, but you're like, hey, look, there's a distraction, a diversion. Silence. You should all know this word. This means to be quiet. And trunk is just trunk. That is not a word that goes with the rest of the idiom. It's just the actual part of the animal, the trunk. I hope that you understood the idiom. Now it is your turn. You are to write a sentence using ignoring the elephant in the room or the elephant in the room in your example. If you have any questions, let me know. Good luck.